it. Today, basically, I want us to look at some macro aspect of the market. I want us to look at some news, what is going on, macro, and also we're gonna look at some altcoins for sure. But basically, the reason for this is to give us some perspective of what is going on in the market to help to reshape our mind to guide us towards investing in altcoins. The goal here is to make more Bitcoin trading altcoins. I want to take advantage of the altcoin market to make more Bitcoin. I'm not a whale, maybe I'll become a whale someday in the future, but even whales, they want to keep making more Bitcoin every now and then. So I haven't said that, guys. Let's just dive in. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button early before we continue. Let's begin with this. The fear and greed index is showing us now today currently 73%, which is awesome. Okay, it means we are going up. Yesterday was 72%. Last week was 70%. Last month was neutral. So you can see we are heading up, towards the extreme greed, zone. And when it got to the extreme greed zone, that's when you want to start looking at ways to cash out profit as soon as you can. Now, let's look at this. This is crypto bubbles on the weekly time frame, and these are the top 100 coins. Now, on the weekly time frame, looking at the top 100 coins, you can see these coins you see in green, like this, like Hype, ZEC, CRV, SPX. These are the coins that did well against Bitcoin. Okay, and if you're seeing these coins that have done well against Bitcoin, it means the next move, the next hype, or the next bull, or the next upside is gonna be it's gonna be more like yeah, it's gonna be, I want to use the right adjective to describe it. It's gonna be these coins are going to lead. Yeah, they're gonna be the ones to lead the altcoin market, because I want to show you guys the altcoin chart, so that you can see where we are with the altcoin chart, and these coins that have trend, they're gonna lead, again, when we start seeing the market, pumping again. But now let's look at the top 200 coins. Let's see. Okay, you can see here ZBCN. I don't know about this. I don't know about. Okay, I know about Doc. Let's continue to see which ones are there that are doing well. Yeah, Cookie has done well. You see, Cookie like this week it did well, 87%. Wow, that's fantastic. And that's an AI coin. Let's see which ones have done well. Guys, you can scroll right up to the top 500, and the ones you see that have done well for the week, they are gonna be likely the same ones to do well again this week. They're gonna be the lead to lead the altcoin. Vanguard did well too. You can see Vanguard did well. So just go to crypto bubbles, look at the top 500 coins for the weekly time frame. Look at the ones that have been doing well. Then you can drop now for the day and see which ones are doing well for the day. Then you drop also for the 4 hours time frame to see which one you want to buy. So like this is a whole studies that I've done a video about it. You can go and watch my crypto bubbles videos. You're gonna learn more on how to use crypto bubbles. Well, let's dive into the chart. We're gonna go to some news afterward, but let's dive to the chart right now and see. This is the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. Well, the weekend wasn't not good. Remember I told you guys in my live videos. I think that was a live video that was on Friday. I told you guys that we might see UK, break and start trading below. So the trend break during the UK session, no doubt, because price was below, or like price was rejecting this high, yeah, around $112,000. You can see price rejected it, and towards the UK session, UK didn't go and make a higher high, so UK instead brought the trend that Asia started. So Asia started the trend here, but UK didn't break the structure to make higher highs. So there was high chances that UK was going to run the trend downward, and throughout the weekend they're going to consolidate the price until Monday, that they're going to start making big moves again. And you can see around on Sunday, that's yesterday, towards the beginning of the week, like towards the market open, the Asia market open, we saw how price started forming this zone here. I think this could be more of like well, it's not really a W, right? Because you can I'm not seeing any real stopping volume candle to tell me okay this was gonna reverse quickly, but let's just assume that this is kind of like reversal from this downward trend, and this could be a W, maybe I don't know, but I'm just saying. But one thing I'm happy is that this green candle that crisscross the 50-day moving average came with a high volume, so that's good. So if we're gonna expect some sort of retracement from where we are, which I think is what is going on right now, like similar thing that happened with like last week is happening right now. You see, Asia started yeah, and took price to an extent to this zone. Now UK hasn't been able to go and make higher highs from the UK high. You can see now we are heading towards the US session, and today we have bank holidays in UK and in US, so we might not see high volume today, or the market might not really move that great because most of the big players, the institutions, they are not working today. Banks are not working, so we might not see huge amount of money flow into Bitcoin. Maybe whereas can move the market somehow, but it wouldn't be exactly the same as when the institution are in. So looking at this right now, I would say that start looking at cashing out profit. If you bought some altcoins back then, start cashing out profit, because what I've realized so far in the way I trade is that whenever I see a move like this, right? Let me just zoom out so you can see. You see a move like this right up, because Bitcoin took us from down here, move up, yes, consolidated sideways, and made this huge move to the upside last week. And now we saw this retracement. So this pullback should take us and make higher highs. If this pullback on the 1 hour time frame is gonna fail to go and make higher highs, then we should be concerned with our altcoins. Okay? But if we see price do something like this, if price is able to retrace and hold the 50-day EMA on the 1 hour time frame, then we are still bullish. Okay? We are still bullish. But if price stays below the the alpha trend and the 50-day moving average, then that is not good for altcoins, because I want to show you guys some liquidation levels where you're gonna understand what I'm trying to say here. Because if we're gonna lose this zone, if we're gonna see Bitcoin trade below the 50-day moving average, then there's high chances that Bitcoin price can go right down to even 104 4K. So we don't want to see that happen. Yeah, we don't want to see that happen to Bitcoin. We want to see Bitcoin move to a level where price is gonna give us like a clear picture of what we might be expecting with altcoins. So looking at this now, it gives me some sort of hope, and at the same time, I'm a little bit concerned that maybe this move here could be that move that take us to make lower lows. Okay, now talking about Bitcoin and altcoins, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's see where we are with dominance. I want us to look at dominance on the 4 hours time frame. Why? Because I want to see. No, this is not dominance. Okay, this is dominance. Let's see it on the 4 hours time frame. Why I want us to look at it on the 4 hours time frame is because I want to make sure that the candles are above all of these moving averages, and so far it is above all of these moving average. So if we see that these candles are above the 50-day moving average, the 5-day and the 13-day moving average, it gives me good signal that Bitcoin is gonna do so well. Like Bitcoin is gonna pump, and if Bitcoin is gonna pump, right, or like yeah, Bitcoin dominance is gonna like yeah, it's gonna. I think I said something wrong. This doesn't mean that Bitcoin is gonna pump. Actually, it means that if we're gonna see some sort of dump in the market, then you should be in Bitcoin more. Yes, because Bitcoin is not gonna dominate the market. This is what it means. Yeah, But if Bitcoin is gonna pump based on this, it means that all coins are not going to do that well. So you want to be looking at Bitcoin more than all coins. Yeah. So this is what it means, And you can see the target is going to be around where the alpha trend created the sell signal. Yeah. So if you're buying Bitcoin, then you want to start looking at this zone to cash out some profit. If you see um dominance get to this level, you want to cash out some profit. But again, guys, it's a little bit tricky because um we don't actually know what will happen until the UK session is over. Because during the UK session, something might happen with Bitcoin that might cause Bitcoin dominance to go up. And if Bitcoin is going to be going up, then some altcoins are going to always follow Bitcoin to move with Bitcoin. So that's always going to be the bigger picture. Yeah. Looking at dominance, looking at what Bitcoin is doing, and also looking at what USDT dominance is doing. These are all huge macro aspect of the market that you need to look at before you fully get into your coins, right? You can see right now we are. Let me just go to the daily time frame. Let's see this first. Okay, we are still bearish for USDT dominance. We are still bearish, and we want to see price stays this way. We want to see this candle stay below the 5-day moving average. If it breaks and stay above the 5-day moving average, it means it might start looking towards the 13-day, and if it breaks the 13-day, then it's going to be looking towards this pivot point of the bottom moving average. And like there's still a long way to go. That's what I mean to say. So I think Bitcoin and altcoins still have some room to breathe, to to even to make some good gains. And also you can see here that this huge move here with dominance, it has recovered half of this vector here, which is awesome, but at the same time tricky. We need to see this zone break. You can see clearly here. Let me try to see if I can mark this properly. Oh boy. Okay, so you can see here, price is respecting, let me not say price, dominance is respecting this zone. That's your edge to dominance is respecting this zone, which is bearish for Bitcoin and altcoins. Because if we see it hold the year like 1, 2, 3 days, or if we drop down to the 4 hours time frame, if you see that it is rejecting this zone 1, 2, 3 times, then maybe they want to go and target the 50-day moving average, which is not good for altcoins. You need to understand how to use this to guide you on how you invest in your altcoins, or when you're going to be buying your altcoin, or when you're going to be selling your altcoin. But as of now, we are good to go. But if we start seeing price flipping these moving averages, then it's going to be bad sign for us for our altcoins. Okay, now let's look at another metrics here, which is the total cap excluding the top 10. So these are, let's say, the meme coins, the coins from the that are from the top 20, okay, downwards. Yeah, let me put it that way. So if you see that this chart, like where we are like right now, is above all of these moving averages, and you can see that these moving averages are crisscrossing each other. You can see here, it gives me bullish sentiment that some altcoins are gonna do well, and we want to see price to stay above the dominance, stay above this zone. And if this is the case, it's gonna mean good for all coins. So guys, there are many charts to look at. Trust me, it's not easy. You trading, investing is not easy. It's boring, it's complicated, it's easy. At the same time, you have to make sure you are careful, so that whenever you are buying any asset, you know that you are buying it at the right time. Timing is very important. If you miss out if you miss out on timing, then you are dead person. I mean, your portfolio is dead, right? So we should expect at least this to get back up. Yeah, during the weekend we saw how it dropped. So we need to expect it go back up. We need to expect it to go back up, towards this zone here. Let's look at this on the weekly time frame. Let's see if say we are good to go. Yeah, on the weekly time frame. Yeah, yeah, we are good to go. You can see we are still above the alpha trend. We rejected this zone here last week, and we start this week really good. So This vector should take us at least break this zone here up as I mark here, then retrace to take us to the upside. So guys, I mean we still have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Trust me, there's still a long way to go before we can confirm that we are really back in an uptrend. It is all season. Good day, Penrilla. I can see you. Now, I think so far I've touched on all like the total total cap, including the top 10. Yeah, I've talked on Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's see where we are with Ethereum. Since Ethereum actually moved the altcoin market, let's see where we are with Ethereum. Where is this Ether boy? Okay. Um, this week, guys, should be a crucial week for Ethereum. Why? I think it's because you can see, like if you don't know, this moving average here is called the beta moving average, and it acts as a pivot point when price is up or down. And when price retraces back to that moving average, it acts as a pivot point, like it acts as support and resistance. So, let me just try as hard as possible to explain to you guys what I mean to say. Now, when price is above this the bottom moving average, it becomes support. So this red line in the middle, this red moving average, it becomes support, become the pivot point where price should reject from. And if price break below and price retrace back during a downtrend, it acts as a pivot point for a continuation downward. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see if you'll be able to see what I'm trying to convey here. Okay, so this is the beta moving average. You can see, if yeah, you can see price bounce here, it reject, it bounce here, it reject, and we should expect Ethereum to bounce again and break. And if it bounce again and break, what I'm gonna be looking forward to is for it to retrace back there and reject at least one or two times on the daily time frame. So, like, this indicator helps me in that like for that purpose. In this way, I have to just look at it. I don't have to go and chart to see, okay, why is it doing it here. If you go back and you see why is it rejecting it, why is price rejecting here, it's because of this demand zone here. So if I'm, yeah, I don't need to go back there, but I already know that the rejection is based on, yeah. So if you are on any time frame and you see price rejecting the beta moving average, you already know why it's happening. And before every move to take place to happen on every time frame, price must bounce from the beta moving average, before we see that huge move happen. Let's see, yeah, you can see every move is not begin from the bottom moving average. So if you see a huge move here and price break above the bottom moving average, you know that that price might be continuing to the upside. So there's many ways I use this. Well, this is just one of the ways I look at, mostly on the higher time frame to give me great entries. Because I know that as price get above there, I'm already looking for on that opportunity to buy. You can see even here, let me zoom this so you see what I'm trying to say. You see, price went above here on the 4 hours time frame. You see price will reject here one, two, three times. You can see clearly, and ever since price didn't come back there. So this indicator is really awesome. It's one of my top indicator, that I use to guide me in my trading, to facilitate my trading. Let me put it that way. So Ethereum looks good, right? Another altcoin that I think looks so good here is APT. APT looks so good. Took a trade yesterday for APT, and let's see where we are right now. Like APT went to a buy zone. Like guys, this was a buy zone based on market structure. You see, if I zoom out, you can see here APT is still in the buy zone. Look at, oh boy, I'm gonna buy more of this bad boy soon. You see, we are back at this zone here. This zone. This like ever since we saw this downward trend for APT, we haven't really seen any real recovery. We have seen most other altcoins recovered, but APT is still struggling because of the way the market moves. It's not like because it's dead, but because of the way the market moves. You can see this weekly candle close well, and this other one is starting very well above the point of control, which is bullish. But we still have this moving average here, which is the 13-day moving average, and we need to see this flip and take us right up to about 6 point something dollars, right? Or right up to $7. So this move here, like this week, can take us right up to about $7. This is possible, So if you are looking for something to buy, this is a good coin to buy, which is at a good zone. APT, that's Aptos. If you want to buy anything, then you can buy Aptos as compared to other coins. Let's say, for example, if you want to compare Aptos to Renda, you're gonna see, okay, even though Renda is sitting at this zone, but it's not actually back to the low as compared to APT. So another coin we should be looking at also is this coin, um, CSPR Casper. I talked about it last time. This coin has been holding here. I think the next target is going to take us again back there. We're going to see a spike up there. So if you're buying this coin, you can already put your take out profit or your TP around 0.02472 zone. Or maybe you can put it right up there. If it spike, you're not actually cash out some profit before it dump again. And this is happening because of liquidity. So you have to keep an eye on that. Or Vetra is always in a good trend. Wow, I miss out on Vetra. So I'm not gonna buy Vetra now because I already missed out. Yeah, this vector candles signifies bearish momentum. If you see price putting this like on the weekly time frame, something like this, it means that they're gonna come back and recover it. So until then, I'm gonna just stay away from Vetra protocol. Maybe on lower time frames like the 15-minute time frame, I can trade it. Yeah, I mean, look, it's up to the 9%. If I was trading this coin, I would have been up to the 9%. So yeah, I think trading it is good, but holding it long term, I don't think I should be holding it long term. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be looking for a short, yeah, for virtual because guys, this movement, yeah, it's just gonna reject from where we are. You can see it's already showing this rejection here based on this stopping volume candle. And this movement now down is gonna take us downward and I think the target is gonna be the 50-day moving average. So yeah, we have that one too. Let's look at some crypto news quickly. Let's see where we are right now. Crypto ETF sees 3.3 billion weekly inflow, top 10.8 billion year to date. Wow. 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 People are buying Bitcoin through the Bitcoin ETF. Guys, this is good. It's good news to see that people are buying Bitcoin through the Bitcoin ETF. We are seeing more money flow into Bitcoin. If the ETF is keep increasing in terms of the volume, the inflows, then I think it's going to impact the price of Bitcoins greatly. And if Bitcoin price is going to be impacted, then all coins are going to be impacted too. So I think this is a good adoption by institutions. Big money coming on board from retailers. BlackRock and all these guys. They came up with the ETF, and yeah, guys, it's something really awesome. And I think we are on the right track so far. And did this see Enterprise buy 21 Bitcoin, kicking off plan to scoop 5K BTC in 3 years? So, guys, the big players are on board. They are on board. You can see the institutions, they are on board. They are here to stay. And those of you are taking Bitcoin lightly, you don't want to buy Bitcoin, or you don't want to protect your money by buying Bitcoin. You make money from altcoins, you don't want to put it into Bitcoin. I think you're making a big mistake. Bitcoin is gonna be 1 million someday in the future. I mean, one Bitcoin is gonna be $1 million in the future. So you wanna be, available. 'Cause if you don't have Bitcoin, you will not be available. You'll be missing. All those who have Bitcoin are gonna be available. So if you wanna be available, then make sure you get some Bitcoin. Start stacking some Bitcoin right now. Trade altcoins, outperform Bitcoin, then make more Bitcoin. I think that's the way forward. Because if not, these guys are gonna buy everything. They plan to buy like k Bitcoin in 3 years. Right, that's huge. What we have here next, Coinbase in and Coinbase in S&P 500, more crypto firm to come. Well, guys, this is also good news. Coinbase is the first crypto firm to be listed on the S&P 500. This is awesome. So Bitcoin, Coinbase is among the the top 500 coins, 500 companies in the US, the S&P, who are part of the S&P 500. Okay, and this is because of Bitcoin. Like Coinbase built a product based on Bitcoin, based on crypto. And those of you who maybe are still lagging, you like, okay, Bitcoin is this or that. You can build something out of Bitcoin. You can build a service. You can build something, build a business, something that you provide to people who need it, right? Like you see BlackRock, Coinbase, Binance, all of these exchanges, or all of these product, that are coming to the market. They are as a result of Bitcoin and crypto. So investing or trading is not the only thing you can do to make money. You can also start a business, a crypto-based business. You share information out there and you make money. You can see Cointelegraph. This is a business that shares information about cryptocurrency. This is a crypto news channel. Right, so you can see I'm reading this news from Cointelegraph. They have built a business from crypto, from Bitcoin. So you can do something right now, from Bitcoin, not only buying and selling, right? you know, Cardone Capital launches 10x Miami River Bitcoin. This is another big guy who is coming on board. It's a real estate, Grant Cardone, you know. And yeah, he's in the real estate and he's trying to bring in real estate into blockchain, to crypto, which is awesome. I remember back then Grant Cardone was blasting, or he was um yeah, it was cursing Bitcoin that you cannot buy Bitcoin, you cannot do this. But now you can see he has flipped. I think maybe because of his brother, Gary Cardone, who educated him more on Bitcoin. I think he's now seeing the bigger picture, and he knows that he can actually get capital from these guys who trade crypto or who are investing in Bitcoin. And that's why you see him coming with this Miami, River Bitcoin fund to, like, to launch the Miami, like to build something in Miami, So yeah, this guy is huge, he's big, he's a billionaire, and he use people's money to do what he wants to do, right? So I mean, guys, look at what Bitcoin or crypto is doing out there. You need to build something for yourself. Okay. What we have here next? Let's see. Oh, Mike Seller hints at buying the Bitcoin dip. According to Seller Tracker, um, strategy is up over 54% on its Bitcoin investment, representing over 21.8 billion in unrealized capital gain. Look at this guy. This guy built his business from Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin revived his business. Let me put it that way. This is huge, guys. We are seeing like more big players coming on board, buying Bitcoin. They are not stopping. So what are we doing on the sideline? We should be buying more Bitcoin. Make sure you trade and you buy more Bitcoin. And by the way, if you are interested in trading, if you really want to trade, then make sure you reach out to me. I can help you one on one, teach you some basics, on trading, how to go about all of this stuff. I can help you, kickstart your journey. And yeah, if you actually are in crypto, then you need to use a VPN to protect yourself online. I'm using NordVPN, and if you want to use NordVPN, you're gonna have a very good deal. Just go to the description of this video, and this is where you're gonna click to, or you can go to my link tree, but you can get my link tree from the description of this video. It's simple as that. So just go to the description of this video. Not like this is a new another video, but you can just go to this current video and you're gonna see this link. Click on this link that says get NordVPN, this one, the first one, and it's gonna take you. Yeah, guys, the reason why I'm saying this is because I think you need a VPN. A VPN is gonna help you protect your data online, protect you from scammers, protect you from hackers. Your IP is gonna be preserved. So make sure click the link. This is an affiliate link. You click the link and you get at least 3 years, not VPN, you're gonna get 76% off. This is awesome, guys. So if you wanna buy it now, normally it's 11.59, per month. But if you're using my link, you're gonna get it for $3.39. That's cheap to protect yourself. Okay, and this is the discount you get for this deal. So go right now and get NordVPN, guys. You need this. You need this. I use this all the time to protect myself. To protect myself from, like, when you do crypto, guys. You need to use a VPN. There's no way, like, when you're, like, particularly when you on your phone, you can use it on your phone. If you do crypto on your phone, you download those wallet, all those stuff. You can never know which link you're gonna click. But if you have VPN and you click any malicious link, the VPN is gonna block the link, from opening on your phone. So that these guys are not gonna able, they're not gonna be able to hack you. So be safe, protect yourself. Go and get this VPN. Okay. Um, do we still have some time? Let me see if say I have some time to look at some crypto, some Twitter news. I think I'm already live for 32 minutes. I don't have time to look at this, but this is, let's just go quickly. 300 million gone. Vietnamese crypto queen got arrested in Bangkok after defrauding over 2,600 victims. Yes, how the scam unfold. Okay, I'm not gonna go through that right now. But what I want you to understand is that you cannot scam people and go for free. You're gonna pay someday, and this is what she's facing right now from her scams. Let's see. Florida is now the first state to push for removing capital gains tax on Bitcoin. That's amazing. So, guys, you can go to Florida and create a crypto based business there, and your crypto is gonna be safe. You won't be taxed, for making profit in cryptocurrency. That's fantastic. Florida is leading the game. Let's see. Hyperliquid will bet 1 billion against Bitcoin with 40x leverage. Wow. This is the name of the guy is James Wine or Moonpig. So he bet against Bitcoin, but this other guy said that this guy, the Bitcoin world James Wine took a massive loss of minus 15 million on his 1 billion BTC position. Wow. 50 million, he lose 50 million. After closing the trade, he opened a new 40x leverage long position worth 75 million in BTC, and now has 245,000 in unrealized profit as Bitcoin trade above this. So I mean, he shot Bitcoin for 1 billion just to lose that money. That, I mean, maybe there's something that you want to achieve. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Reach that point that says even 0.1 bit of Bitcoin is going to be priceless in 2 years and maybe make you very rich. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. If you cannot really tell where Bitcoin is heading. I think he's saying something there. Dubai launches Middle East first government-backed property tokenization on XRP Ledger. Wow, Dubai is leading. Dubai is on board, guys. I mean, all of this news that we have been looking at recently, it gives me hope. It gives me that, like, the future of crypto is bright. We are on the right track. We are on board. So those of you who are still at the sideline, you're like skeptical whether we are good to go. We are good to go, guys. Don't feel discouraged. Keep stacking, keep making that big moves out there, accumulating your altcoins. We have a long way to go here with crypto. We are just getting started. Seeing more adoption right now, and then, I mean, we want to be ahead of the curve to make some gains. And don't forget, we should be buying APT. If you want to buy some coins right now, buy APT. That's gonna be a swing trade, not short trade. And looking at Bitcoin quickly, let's look at Bitcoin quickly. Right now, let's see. Okay, I promise to show you guys this liquidity for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin can go right down to 104K. You can see it here on the 4 hours time frame. So if we're gonna lose this zone here, then the target is gonna be 104K. From there, we're gonna go to 92K or 94K. So we have lots of liquidity down below price. And good news here is that this MACD, the blue line has caused the red line, which is bullish on the 4 hours time frame. So let's expect price to stay that way. So guys, we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. I'm gonna leave that for today, and hopefully you enjoy the show. Yeah, like, share. See you tomorrow, same time. Bye bye. Ciao.